Coach, excuse me, Coach. We saw Bo Blessy leave on the top of the first inning. So, what's the status on him?
Yeah, I think we'll have to ask the doc. I mean, I don't think we really know yet. Obviously, when you come out of a game, third of an inning in, 18, 19 pitches in, probably not good. And so he's had a history of having some soreness in the same spot, and it just reared its head again. And so he felt like he needed to get out of there, and obviously we're going to do what's best for him.
His velo seems pretty, I mean, I saw 93, 94.
Yeah, for him, I mean, in the fall he was,
yeah,
it was upper 90s.
Yeah.
When it was right. And so he's a big, strong kid. And, you just like for him to get that thing where he can throw with, where there's no discomfort.
Is that something y'all will do an MRI on?
I'm sure it'll end up we'll do something along those lines. So sure he'll be shut down for a while. And last spring when this happened, it was you could use him on occasion, but then you couldn't use him for a while. Kind of like we did opening weekend. And so it'll be up to him to figure out a way to, once it's not hurting and there's no discomfort, figure out if there is a way where you can move the arm and throw with no pain. So, it probably start looking at shortening up his arm stroke really, which is the first thing they probably do.
What were your thoughts on the guys that came out of the bullpen?
Yeah.
For him?
Yeah, I thought Josh Sanders obviously bailed us out big time and threw the ball really good. Really hard to do what he did. Zach Erdman threw the ball really well. Coombs had a good inning, which was huge at the time, and then Beckel picked Coombs up. And then Bravo threw the last inning. And we've always said, baseball, it's about picking each other up, and I think the whole group picked up Bo Blessy. I think they all care for him, and they're all friends, and they hate it for him, but the whole team really did for that matter.
What did you think about your offense tonight? Had quite a few guys chipping in.
Yeah, I thought we moved on the right pitch for the most part. And again, it's hitting's hard, and it's hard to go up there and move on the right pitch and hit it hard. If it was easy, everybody could do it. And I thought for the most part, I thought Air Force pitched us, good. I thought the second guy that came in, Sansing, threw the ball really good, and as did Peters there for a little bit. And I'm not sure I'm getting those names right, but Hudson had a big swing and early and tied the game up. And Hudson had, 3 or 4 really good at-bats. Lined out to the track and right field, lined out to the track and left field. Guy that does that all the time will start reminding me of like Bryce Harper when he was about 16. He'd do that with a wood bat, and you'd be like, who is this kid? He'd just line out deep to the wall. He's lining out to outfielders, and he's playing with a bunch of 18-year-olds. So that's good to see. It's collectively, I think we put together good at-bats. I think the effort's there for sure.
Obviously, you've had confidence in Bazell from the start since he's been playing third and bat in the middle of the order. But how does he look just in terms of, knocking off any rust they might have had since he didn't play last season?
Yeah, I think so. He went out and played Santa Barbara last summer until about August and played for Bill Pentard and got some at-bats out there, and then got at-bats for us in the fall. And kid's always been able to hit. He really knows the strike zone, very competitive. And so I would say if there was any rust, he's knocked it off, but he's also not a finished product. None of these guys, hitting's hard, and so you got to prepare each day and go compete, and not always going to get hits, but you can do things to help your team.
Who are you gonna start tomorrow?
Rogers, Jacob Rogers. Is that all right? Sound good?
Yeah.
Anything else for Coach before we go?